In case you missed it, you missed Kelena TV, or you missed any of the USB media space over this matter that have been trending online, hear it from the mouth of our brother BIAFRANS in Finland, Mr. Chinedu. He poured his heart out on this issue of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and his brother, a Fulani stooge, the old fool called Orji Uzor Kalu. Let me not waste much of your time, but I would like you to listen to this message. My brother, you are going to learn a lot from it. And then we'll come back here for more discussion. Please, don't touch the dial. Maintain the decorum. I'll be right back.
Orji Uzor Kalu, the ungrateful man. Yes. The man that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu fought for. Yes. When he was jailed for corruption, jailed for stealing Nigeria's money. This same man, Orji Uzor Kalu, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu stuck his neck for him. In a viral video I will play for you, so that you will see the wickedness of man. Because yesterday, in another viral video, which I will still play for you, many of you might have seen that video, where Orji Uzor Kalu directly said that he is not in support of anything releasing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That in fact, he wants the courts to do justice to Nnamdi Kanu. He just threw Nnamdi Kanu under the bus in that video. I dug up that viral Nnamdi Kanu's video where he was fighting for Orji Uzor Kalu's release. So I will use it in context of this huge betrayal, this huge wickedness. And I'll call it this wicked payback. The way Orji Uzor Kalu used to pay back Nnamdi Kanu. So that you will see waiting man, they do man. Watch this video of Nnamdi Kanu shedding blood, wasting his voice, let me say that word, fighting, demanding authoritatively for the release of Orji Uzor Kalu first. Watch the video.
You see the Janjaweed from the north, the Kaba, they love, nobody steals, they are criminals. And you're keeping Orji Uzor Kalu in jail? I don't like him. But he's answering an Igbo name. Olisametu is answering an Igbo name. They cannot be in jail when people who should be in jail are busy walking free or telling me they're fighting corruption. Orji Uzor Kalu must be released. So to Olisametu and all the Christians they're holding. Any day you want to have anti-corruption tribunal, let all of you criminals gather together in a hall and judge yourselves. Not this stupid selective persecution and not persecution.
Did you see that video? Did you see the bold, strong, and, brave way Nnamdi Kanu fought for his own brother? Of course, because Orji Uzor Kalu, is an Igbo man. And Nnamdi Kanu made it clear that the battle is to protect his own brother, the same way the Northerners, the Westerners are protecting their own, which I've always maintained on this channel for those of you who watch me every day. That is exactly what Nnamdi Kanu stands for. Because the injustice in Nigeria is skyrocketed to the point that we have to stand for our own, or less our own will be extinct while their own will keep on flourishing. Nnamdi Kanu was very clear in that video. He didn't care. He said it that Orji Uzor Kalu must be released immediately. Orji Uzor Kalu had the opportunity to pay back Nnamdi Kanu in a good coin. Pay back Nnamdi Kanu for sticking his neck despite his corrupt nature. Instead of doing that, Orji Uzor Kalu put Nnamdi Kanu's neck for the slaughter. Gave Nnamdi Kanu to Nigeria for them to cut off his neck in this video. Watch this video.
Should Nnamdi Kanu be released, security in the southeast will be positively affected.
Nnamdi Kanu is before a court of competent jurisdiction, and it would be very, very unfair for me to be talking about the release of Nnamdi Kanu, which is before Justice Omotosha discussing anything about that honorable court, and I urge Nigerians to learn how to respect the courts, and I want to leave that about respecting the courts for now.
You saw it yourself. You saw it yourself. The witch cried in the night and the child died in the morning. You know that what is doing you is close to you. This is the man that is responsible for Nnamdi Kanu being in prison today. I beat my chest and tell you this. He is the #1 architect. He is the one that made sure that Nnamdi Kanu does not come out of that cell. Look at the way he said it. Clear. Let the court, the case is in front of court. Let the court have his way. That's another way of telling you, I do not want him out. Simple. I'm telling you, if it is his brother or his mother who is in that who is in that cell, will he speak like that? If he is the one, Odius Okalu, that is facing this trial now in court, he himself, will he speak like this for himself? If his father is the one in that cell, will he speak like that? He knows how Nigerian justice system is. Orji Uzokalu knows what Nnamdi Kanu is passing through is a targeted witch hunt. He knows. He knows that the bandits and terrorists in the north are being pardoned every day. He knows. He knows that Nigeria does not have rule of law. He knows the ethnicity and the Christian genocide going on in Nigeria. He knows. He knows the marginalization being faced by Igbo in Nigeria, of which he himself is a victim, because the last Senate election, he was phased out. In fact, he was kicked out because of his tribe. And he wept like a little baby in the Senate. He cried tears of, he cried shameless tears because they played him Babangolo before his eyes on Onsiruaka. And he was there weeping in the floor of the Senate in national television. He was not saying it clearly. He's marginalized. Ogbonnayonu cried also in APC convention. And the other one called Emeka, minister under Buhari, that was in the convention. He cried also, saying this clearly there. That's why are they marginalizing Igbos? Oh, you know when does not favor you. That's when you know. Watch Ojuzokalu tomorrow now. When he's arrested tomorrow, you will now see him cry. That is because of his Igbo nature. That's why he's marginalized. But today, what he did was a witch hunt, a betrayal. What Igbos are not known for, Orji Uzokalu did it. He paid Nnamdi Kanu in a rough coin, He paid Nnamdi Kanu in a dirty coin. When he was about to be beheaded, Nnamdi Kanu removed his head. Now it's time for Nnamdi Kanu to be beheaded. Orji Uzokalu placed his head very well on the platter for the enemies to cut it off. Why? Tell me why. And your guess will be as good as mine. The hearts of the Igbo leaders are wicked. The jealousy filled in them for Nnamdi Kanu is so glaring to the world to see. The jealousy, the pride, the hate, the envy. If not, tell me, what particularly did Nnamdi Kanu do to Orji Uzokalu? Tell me, what offense did Nnamdi Kanu commit against this man? Personally now. Let's go personal. Did Nnamdi Kanu steal his wife? Did Nnamdi Kanu steal his money? Did Nnamdi Kanu, cheat him in any business? Is Nnamdi Kanu a politician that you say he's vying position with him? Is Nnamdi Kanu a politician that we say is fighting for the same office with Orji Uzokalu? I want to know how this beef, how this wickedness came in. At least Nnamdi Kanu fought for you. And in life, you do for me, I do for you. At least, if not for anything, you must not like him. I didn't say you should be his friend or believe in his ideology. I didn't say you should support whatever he's doing for his people. You can even hate Nnamdi Kanu, all I care. But as a human being, you should have principle, character. That is why Nnamdi Kanu has capacity. And I say it any day. You people in the Southeast, leaders, elders, you people lack character. That is why you don't have capacity. like Nnamdi Kanu. Whenever he comes out, see the crowd. Everybody's happy hearing his name. Because he has capacity, the inability to betray his brother, the inability to betray his people. That's why he's still in the cell. But for you people, a small position, you just menstruate anyhow. A small position, you vomit anything. You were denied the presidency. You were crying, thought maybe you're going to, ginger. The next thing they gave you, Southeast Development Commission chairman. Your mouth was closed. Next thing we heard is Jagaban forever, Jagaban forever, Jagaban forever. Jagaban that betrayed you and pulled the rug over your feet in the Senate has now become Jagaban forever, Jagaban forever. Orji Uzor Kalu, is that how to behave? Are you a man? Are you really a man? I want to see your leaders. Maybe I will start a series called These Are Your Leaders. I'm thinking about starting something like that. Maybe to waste part of my time talking about you people, because I call it a waste of time. These are your leaders. Look at it. The funny part is that you people think much of them. Some people are even, believing that they can do anything for us. They are not even here. They're not even standing for us. They are standing for themselves. And of course, all of them are standing on the mandates of their leader in Abuja. Opportunity came for you. Opportunity came for you to pay back your brother in like for like. But instead, you betrayed your brother. The typical example of the Igbo man. Typical example of the Igbo leader. I want the world to see this for what it is. I want the world to call it for what it is. I want you all in Igbo to learn. Always pay attention when I speak. Always be punctual to my videos. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, because here we educate, we expose, and we inform you. We will not lie. We will always tell you the truth, because Nnamdi Kanu taught us, and taught us well, that we should remain truthful and formidable in front of our enemies, even in the face of death. And that is what we do here. Orji Uzor Kalu, you are a failure to the Igbo race. You are a failure to your people. And you are a failure to the generation unborn. Shame on you. Shame on you for betraying your own brother, your own blood. Shame on you. The Fulani will never betray his own brother. The Yoruba will never betray his own brother. But the Igbo leader, the Igbo elder, are the first, boldly, shamelessly, to betray their own brother. And they will do it and do it again. Igbo, these are your leaders.
When I said it, that the problem of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is having today over his freedom is not from BØÄY. Neither is it from Enugu State. Neither is it from Anambra. But from Abia State, where he hails from. I said it before on countless occasions. Let me just put aside other states in the southeast, in Biafra land, and then let us focus our attention on Abia State. Then you will understand what I'm saying. When I said that the people holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not far from his people, I have a lot of backlash. So some people called me names and said, why must I say that I should stop that tribalism? It is not a tribalism, my brother. Let us analyze this message to the understanding of a layman, or rather in a layman terms. Orji Uzor Kalu is a prominent man in APC, despite the fact that he's just an errand boy. Yes, Orji Uzor Kalu, as old as he is, with the level of politics this guy have been played, with the level of, if the great person for APC, this guy now is supposed to be second in command, if not first. So whatever that APC government want to do, they must seek the indulgence of Orji Uzor Kalu. They must ask him questions. They must ask him to contribute his own opinion over the matter. This same Orji Uzor Kalu, Nnamdi Kanu, poured out his heart and said that injustice or marginalization or selective justice is never welcomed. That same guy now have come out now, hold ground and said Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, it has no need for release him unless the court said so. That the matter is before James Omotosho. And I'm still waiting for him to just make that comment that so appeal court have set him free. But let's see what James Omotosho is going to do. He didn't put it that way. Ojuzo Carlo is passing a very, very bad message to the general public. Not only Nigerians, forget about the Nigerians, those ones they are just pushovers, but to the international community, because all these politicians, they see them as representatives of the people. I mean, they see them as the mouthpiece of the people. So if a prominent man like Ojuzo Carlo should go to a TV station like Channels, who is worldwide with over 3.6 to 3.7, if not 4 million subscribers on YouTube, plus the one they have in Facebook and other platforms, to make such a comment, my brother, it speaks volume. Other ones have been saying their own, but saying it through the backyard, like the likes of Soludo, who is speaking through backyard, the likes of Mba, who is speaking through backyard. All those ones are small errand boys to compare with the level Ojuzo Carlo have reached in politics. These same Ojuzo Carlo who have reached mighty in politics and also in the APC forum, or rather in the APC terrorist party, cannot say any meaningful thing over the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Everybody have been waiting for P2B to speak. Now P2B have said his own. Look at the reason why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu does not need to be arrested in the first place. Now, the people who are supposed to back him up, all of them don't withdraw. But all of them are the ones who are waiting for P2B to speak because they want to set him up against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Now P2B have spoken his own and said that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have no any business being in detention or even in DSS camp. Ojuzo Carlo, a prominent of the APC, have never uttered a word about the kind of negotiation going on between the government he is serving and the bandits. But he is quick to react and say that Nnamdi Kanu no need to be released because the matter is before the court. In fact, he is even warning Nigerians to stay clear from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's matter. The worst enemy anybody can face in this life, you as a man, you as a woman, you as a living being, you as an uncle and aunt, is a household enemy. If your household enemy, if enemies within didn't kill you, my brother, enemies without, or that enemies far from you cannot kill you. Because now the enemy at home, he'll be the one to give the insight to the ones outside on how to penetrate you and deal with you. In other words, what the federal government have been doing to the IGBOs and also to Nnamdi Kanu and other agitators from the southeast is courtesy of the insight our so-called political idiots gave to them. Deal with them. They are not hearing word. They cannot do anything. They can only shout. They can only make noise on the internet. And that will be the end. And they will go back home with their security stuff to their neck and allow the innocent Biafrans to be quiet on daily basis. Have you ever seen Ojuzo Carlo came out to make a comment on the war that is going on in Okigwe right at this moment? Have you heard anything from him on such? He dare not, because any day he makes such comment, any day he come out to defend those people or to comment why such thing is happening in the Biafra land where he's supposed to be the head. That day they will strip him of every office that is holding in that zoo called Nigeria. Ojuzo Carlo, just wagging Cherende Biafrans. If anything happens to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, hold no any other person responsible but all the whole politicians from Abia State. I repeat, if anything happens to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, hold all the whole politicians from Abia State responsible. They are the one that killed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They are the one that is prisoning Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Now they are forcing him to sign documents. Oturumbu is forcing James Omotosho to declare Mazi Nnamdi Kanu guilty, even when they never find him. There's no any evidence that declare him guilty because they don't want to drop their ego. So now they are waiting for the court to declare Mazi Nnamdi Kanu guilty. Then before they will say, okay, now we have granted him a presidential pardon. Who are you granting a presidential pardon for what? Let my anger not flare up this morning, all the too early. Please, today na Friday. Friday and Nudo. We walk. Let us see what my people think concerning this matter. Israel said, "Oh, you don't. He is his brother from Abia State." Ebel always said, "Nnamdi Kanu is bigger than all of them." Grace Chisigo or they can say self-determination is never a crime and can never be a crime anywhere in the world. Chika Rich Njoko said they knew that they are not his match in all ramifications. Watch how they are going to end. My brother, their end is going to be disastrous, and there's nothing anybody can tell me about it. You see all the whole politicians in Abia State, their end is going to be disastrous. Anyway, let me just end it here. Drop your own personal opinion in the comment section of this video. And as you're watching, please kindly subscribe, like, and share. All the very, very important and very, very necessary. Catch you later.